Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, after studying in London and going to Qom and debating my point with many class fellows and colleagues, you come to a stage where you begin to grasp the sciences that you learn. And as you begin to grasp them and acquaint yourself with the ability to debate your point, it brings it that state of confidence in your own self and your ability. And you know you can articulate a point and you can defend yourself. What happened subsequent to that was that I formed my own opinions and my own views. Now, when you form your own views and your own opinions, obviously, if they are against the traditionally held opinions, then you're going to face questions. But with the ability to debate, you are able to defend yourself. And all along, it increases your confidence in your own self. And you become indestructible. And I remember not only with the people of my own persuasion, I would discuss with people of other persuasions as well, and be able to defend my position. And you do that through a variety of ways. Sometimes you pick on the weakness of their arguments to demolish their standpoint. Sometimes you introduce a new piece of information or clause, or sometimes you analyze it, sometimes you question them, and all along you make them look bad, although not wanting to, but you know they're going to look bad and they're going to feel pretty awful about themselves. But at that level of confidence, you don't feel that empathy. You actually feel almost as if, well, they deserve it. But all along in your mind, you're thinking, well, I'm defending the truth. I'm defending God and His religion. Until it finally dawns upon you that in defending your religion, you have lost your religion and you have lost your God. Because you are defending your religion for your own ego. You took pride in winning that debate. You felt a sense of joy and elation from within. But truly, if your soul was endowed with God, then the other person means far greater than your defense of your religion. God would have been far more pleased had you not embarrassed that person. Let them win the debate. It doesn't make any difference. Or speak in a way that is humble, full of humility, in which you admit that you are learning from the other, and the truth is consisting of the combination of both sides of the discussion. Or admit that you are looking at it from that perspective. And if I were to see it from your perspective, I too would understand it in this way. But how about we think of it slightly differently? To not only show that humility, but to feel humble. By that feeling of inner humility, what we will do is we will encounter the real religion from within, because the soul will be released from its state of conceit. It is here where I learned that religion is the biggest veil, that in the name of God, I have created another God which is my own conceit and my own ego and my own arrogance. And I have been worshipping nothing but an idol within myself that goes by the name of Allah and God. I have only been defending myself in the name of a religion that is called Islam. When we look that deep, we will find that actually the biggest impediment that is within our souls is the impediment caused by our pride and our arrogance, our state of conceit. And that is unrelenting. It will enforce itself and reinforce itself in whatever we do. The Prophet narrated at one point that God says that I cause my servants to sleep through the morning prayers so that they feel a sense of hurt within their souls. I only do this so that the thought of praying to me regularly does not bring about conceit within their souls. Because through prayers, they are being removed from me. Whereas missing a prayer, that arrogance will be broken, that pride will fade away, the conceit will be removed, and they will begin to move towards me in humility. There is that phenomenal hadith that a person with an iota of arrogance or conceit within their souls will not even smell the fragrance of paradise. The reason for this is that paradise is a place of meeting with the beloved. But you are worshipping your own self. How will you meet the beloved? Until and unless that arrogance goes, that pride goes, the seed cannot emerge into a tree. The soul will always be wrapped in a false identity. It will never find itself. Now think about this very carefully. There is a hadith Qudsi, a speech from God to the Blessed Prophet, either through mediation of Gabriel or from behind the veil, but it is not termed as the Quran, in which God speaks to the children of Adam, and He says to them, I was sick. Did you visit me? I was hungry. Did you feed me? I was without shelter. Did you provide shelter for me? This hadith says that more than your debate and you proving your point, even if it be by way of religion, you are proving it against or by putting down a heart that consists of the truth in its entirety. So the truth that you're defending is by disrespecting the truth itself. The Blessed Prophet had said that indeed the worshippers are destroyed, save the pious amongst them. The pious are destroyed, save those who bear certitude. Those who bear certitude are destroyed, save those who are sincere. And that is the peak of devotion, that we sincerely look within ourselves and we see our endeavors based on our personal wants, or are our endeavors truly for the sake of us finding our true selves and our true calling, which is beyond and much deeper than what we have imagined ourselves to be. For the major part of our lives, we are just enforcing a want that is within ourselves. I will say this without meaning any offense. I have found in myself the humanitarian deeds that I have committed, whatever few, were in order for me to feel happy through them. And then when I analyze them, I will say, did they at all take me closer to my objective? When I've stood against injustice, it is because I want to stand against injustice. Was it sincerely for the sake of the others who are being oppressed? The I, the ego, the arrogance, the pride has always crept in. I want to finish here by saying that the Quran gives an allegorical sort of an explanation to a situation. It talks about the good deeds of people that are removed from God. And I used to always think previously when I would read this verse that it's talking about the disbelievers, that their good deeds or their charity that they give for the sake of showing others is like dust, a mist upon a rock, surface of a rock. But they feel a sense of joy that they've done all these good deeds. However, as they turn to retrieve whatever they feel they have earned, a gust of wind comes and scatters it all away. In a frenzy, they try to grip whatever they can, but sorrowful is their state. When I look deep within myself, I realize that whatever I thought were my good deeds, my good actions, my defense of faith, was no less than dust gathered upon a smooth surface of a rock. It hadn't added to me at all qualitatively. They hadn't deepened me. I was still the same person. What I would like us to ask at this point is that are we fueling our ego through our endeavors, or are our endeavors sincerely directed towards doing good for the sake of humanity and for the sake of Allah? And are they adding to us qualitatively, or is it just a question of amassing excessive quantities of what we see as good deeds and good works? Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.